Hey everybody, welcome back. Another episode of Disney Done Differently. Stop the presses, folks. The worst restaurant in all of Walt Disney World has changed their menu. Tony's Town Square. Send this out, Mary. Calm down. This is going to be a good episode, but yeah, we're doing Tony's. Tony's put on their menu a new dish, orecchiette with broccoli rabe and sausage. Now, I saw another person do a review of actually eating the dish, and they said it was delicious. Folks, I can't even show you what they did to a dish that is a classic Southern Italy dish. You know, here, we're going to do it a little differently, but we're going to keep integrity. Look, I got the Italy shirt on from Epcot. My friend Bill and I, we tried to... Next time you're in Epcot, go to the Italy Pavilion, try the perfume, the colognes. The sales help alone is worth the trip. But, anyway, simple dish. Some sausage, broccoli rabe, broccolini, and pasta. Now, I'm not going to use orecchiette. Orecchiette, it means little hats, the little top of the ear. Why? Because I live in Florida and you thought I was asking for the aliens to come down. So I'm going to use large shells. We'll do it a little differently. You can use any pasta. Cavatelli, fusilli, spaghetti, linguine, penne, rigatoni. Anyway, let's go. Alright, to start we got sausage. So I have sweet Italian sausage and I have hot sausage. Some people, you can do this dish with all hot, all sweet. I like to mix it up a little bit, adds a little difference to the flavor. And all you're going to do is slice right down the casings of the sausage. Because for this dish, we're going to actually pull the sausage out of its casing. It's very simple to do. Can you buy ground sausage and use it? Yes, but believe it or not, the actual fat content in ground sausage is smaller. So I'll show you. So we pull the casing off. You see right here, that's the fat content that's been mixed in with the sausage. And it's a lot larger within sausage. Ground sausage, for some reason, I guess the way to fit it through when they grind it, it has to be a little bit smaller. So I prefer to use actual sausage. I mean, folks, look what I just did. It's a simple process. Slice it, peels right off, and then we're just going to break this up into pieces, and we'll add it to the pan. So here's the sweet. You know, the hot sausage has paprika and red pepper flakes in it. We have the sweet sausage. Sometimes it has pecorino and basil, which I like. Sometimes they say it's sweet and it's just regular sausage. So, just take your sausage and you're just gonna break it up with your hand. And that's it, nothing special. Alright, next we have broccoli rabe. Right, broccolini, you know, it has the little florets on the top. Just wash it out thoroughly, pull the bunch off. So just untie this guy. I always cut the ends, and you really want to give it a good rinse like I did, but you want to keep it together and just want to give it a rough chop within. Nothing too crazy. And that's it. Alright, I got behind me, I have water boiling. I have a pan for the sausage to start. My broccoli rabe is now nice and washed and chopped. Let's head over to the oven. Alright, so in my pan I have olive oil. And to that, we're going to add that sausage. Make sure your pan starts off nice and warmed up. Everybody wants to break up the sausage right away. Let it start to cook first. Give it a minute. Let the heat do its thing. Next to me I have my pot of water. It's starting to boil. Alright, as the sausage is starting to cook, My water's boiling. I'm gonna take that beautiful broccoli rabe and you're just gonna add it right into the boiling water. And all you're doing with this is basically a 2-minute blanch. My water is heavily salted. And I'm gonna just give this a quick mix. Push that everything underneath. And then cover that guy right back up. 2 minutes and that'll be ready. Okay, so now at this point, remember how I was saying, if you use regular sausage, you see how the crumbles are, they stay separated a little bit better. And that's the kind of texture that I really want for this dish. About 3/4 of the way cooked on all the sausage. You know what time it is. I'm gonna make a little well, a little olive oil, let that start. Let's hit it with some garlic. Give that about 45 seconds. Once that's starting to mix in there, we're going to incorporate that all the way through. We're adding 1 onion. So I'm adding 1 onion to everything. And now we mix this completely through. Okay, once this is completely mixed through, this point I like to add my salt and pepper. Not too much salt, but we're definitely going to season it. So a little salt, and at this point we're doing just black pepper. Okay, now our onion's going to cook through, and at that point I like to add my broccoli rabe. Alright, so it's been about 2 minutes. I'm going to take this lid off. You just take the broccoli rabe right out, and you want to have a bowl with ice water. What that does is stops the actual cooking process. And what we've just done, your broccoli rabe will not be bitter. That's a rumor. The only time it's bitter is when it's not cooked properly. So you want to make sure it's submerged into the ice water. Cover that guy up again. And we'll let this sit until we need to add it to the sausage. Alright, waste not, want not. There's nothing wrong with this water, folks, right? All you did was blanch broccoli rabe in it for 2 minutes. We're going to take our pasta, right? I told you, I'm not using the orecchiette, but I'm using the large shells. I want something that's going to capture everything that we're doing within it. So we're going to add this right to our boiling water. And what you want to do right away is give that a good mix so nothing sticks at the bottom. We'll cover this guy up, and that's going to take approximately about, I'd say, 7 to 10 minutes. Alright folks, look at that. All that broccoli rabe that I had chopped up, remember how big it was? After you blanch it, cook it through, this is what it comes down to. So at this point, right, our sausage is almost fully cooked through. The onions are nice and sauteed. We got our garlic in there. I like to mix in. Our broccoli rabe is actually cooked, right, because we blanched it for 2 minutes and shocked it. Our pasta's cooking. Give this a complete mix, because the next ingredient, 1 cup of tomatoes. So plum tomatoes, tomato sauce, whatever you would like. Just give her 1 mix. This is totally optional. Some places don't even add the tomato. I add 1 cup because I feel when I'm making it for a large group like I am today, it just adds a little bit of more body to the actual dish. You're gonna see this pasta is not gonna be a red sauce, but you let the tomatoes cook into there. You give it a good mix all the way through with the broccoli rabe, with the onions, with the garlic. You know, the pasta is like the second part of it. This is really what the whole dish is. So let's mix this. Okay, so you can see, right? We have a beautiful sausage, broccoli rabe, the onions, the garlic, a little bit of the tomato. As you can see, it doesn't look, the tomato doesn't take over. And now the star of the show, add your pasta right into this pot. Here's something that people don't know. Through the many years of working in restaurants, an ingredient that is extremely important that makes a big change to all your dishes, especially a pasta dish, alright, is the pasta water. If you ever want to thicken up a tomato sauce or any of your pasta dishes, all you do is add 1 good spoonful of pasta water. The starch that's inside the water, that's what gives it it will tighten everything up. I'm gonna mix this up, and then it's time to eat. All right, so here we are. Here's our beautiful pasta. Just topped it with a little bit of Parmesan Reggiano. Remember about that tomato, you don't see it so much. A little bit of that pasta water just makes such a difference. Alright, and I'm going to top this for myself with 2 things. I like to finish it off with a little bit of olive oil, just a touch. Every dish finishes with olive oil. For me, some red pepper flakes, and then a little extra cheese, and then just some old restaurant habits. You clean the sides of the dish, and there you have your orecchiette. Or today, stuffed shells, broccoli rabe, and sausage. One thing left to do. Let's eat. All right, well, we know Tony's can't do it, but I did. We did. Make this at home. You saw it. Forget about Italian cooking. This is cooking. What did we do? Broccoli rabe, blanched it, 2 minutes. The pasta, I couldn't get the orecchiette, so I got the shells. The sausage, we did quick. Garlic, onion, simple. Let's see. A little cheese, a little olive oil. This is one of my favorite, folks. So, let's see. Oh. Levels of flavor. Is there a little bit of bitterness to the broccoli rabe? Of course, but it's the same as if it was broccoli, right? Then you have that, you get a little piece of the hot sausage, the sweet sausage. The cheese mellows it out. A little bit of tomato, garlic, onion. Folks, Tony's couldn't do this, but you can. Listen, I hope you like what you saw today. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends and tell your friends. Tony's, get a clue. Till next time, folks.